During the holiday, Xiaofan came to the bowling club and wanted to experience it. He ran to the counter to find the waiter and pointed at his feet to show that he needed a pair of boots. But the waiter was wearing a disinfectant mask and gave him a pair of shoes with heavier feet. Xiaofan wanted to change a pair of boots, but the waiter didn't agree. As the saying goes, it's better to do it yourself. The waiter didn't want to change it, so he changed it himself. Compared with Xiaofan, Big Nose is like a master. He has an expensive shape and a professional aura all over his body. The bags he picked up were all high-end goods, and they were all limited edition bowling balls. He chose the one he liked and left. Xiaofan saw this and was stunned. He said it was professional. Then he started to pick up the ball. He saw someone washing the ball, so he ran over there and looked at the gourd. Why is there a pink one? Is this the son of Tianshuan from Jinfen? It is said that Tianshuan is the son of Tianshuan in the comment section. He will be very lucky in 2023. Big Nose came to the counter and waited for his opponent to come. He found that he was a novice Xiaofan. After biting the warning, he went to the table to pick up the ball. Xiaofan, who asked, also followed him to pick up the ball. Because Xiaofan had never been in contact before, so according to Big Nose, he learned how to play and even played the same way. But Xiaofan was blessed by the son of Tianshuan today. The ending must be different. Big Nose really fell to 0 points. And Xiaofan got a full score according to the fake fall. This can make the professional Big Nose angry. However, there is more to be angry about. Xiaofan's second shot was a full score again. Big Nose, who was blushing, started to cheat. I don't know where he found a pot of oil and sprinkled it on Xiaofan's feet. Xiaofan, who was focused, did not pay attention and opened the ball directly. As a result, the bottom of the foot slipped. The ball was stuck in the mouth of Big Nose Holoft. Next to him, he even lost the ball. Good shot. It's a full score again. I guess Xiaofan's butt has to bloom. Xiaofan won the chase. One more shot. It's still a full score. Big Nose, who has never suffered a loss, put the ball bottle on the track and prepared to block Xiaofan's bowling ball. After Xiaofan opened the ball, he hit the sky with a stick. He thought the block was successful. When the sound was loud, the ball that was dropped in the next second hit the ground. By the way, Xiaofan got a full score again. Big Nose saw that Xiaofan's shots were all full points, and his shots were all 0 points. The bad water began to flow out again. He found the treasured 502 from the equipment and ran to the table. He secretly poured glue water on the pink ball. He is indeed the son of God. The glue water was all gone in his hand. The treasured ball smoothly came out with no suspense. Finally, Big Nose, who was about to explode when he won the championship, suddenly realized that the pink ball might be a lucky ball, so he picked up the pink ball and tried it. Unfortunately, he ignored it. This is Xiaofan's exclusive treasured ball. Without the blessing of the Son of God, it is destined not to play a role. So the tragedy happened. Big Nose, like playing yo-yo, hit the court. The ball was destroyed between the plates. He broke the ball tube in minutes. In the end, he found that the score was still lower than that of Xiaofan. He rushed to the last ball bottle in anger. However, the ball that was thrown out before was like a shooting star. It also hit the ball bottle. A fireball hit the earth. This is fate. After all, Xiaofan is the son of God. There is no doubt. This monster is eating cucumber. It feels weird to eat and eat. Oh my God! A heartbreaking pain is coming. The monster's toes are gone. The monster is staring at Pink Panther fiercely, but Pink Panther is not afraid of him at all until the monster flew the Pink Panther to the sky of the city with one finger. At the corner of this city, there is a mysterious bookstore. The bookstore was opened by Mr. Bai. The comic book in the bookcase made Pink Panther's eyes shine. He saw Mr. Bai walking over. He almost put the Pink Panther on the glass and pulled himself down. Pink Panther's operation made Mr. Bai stunned. Like this one. Pink Panther quickly nodded to confirm. Mr. Bai took the opportunity to put the price tag on it. Pink Panther took out a pile of miscellaneous goods from the pocket. Obviously, he didn't have enough money. Let's just say that Mr. Bai is too much. He laughed at Pink Panther loudly. He even had to earn $1 from the Pink Panther's pocket. He took the change in Pink Panther's hand. Mr. Bai gave him a blank picture book. Pink Panther, just this money. You have to watch the comic book and draw it yourself. After closing the store door, Mr. Bai didn't forget to make a face at Pink Panther. Although he didn't buy the comic book he wanted to buy, Pink Panther thought that Mr. Bai's idea was good. Looking at the 2B pencil in his hand, Pink Panther had a wonderful idea. He kept rushing home. After giving himself an automatic drinking water, Pink Panther began to implement his plan. He held a 2B pencil in his hand. A zombie jumped into the picture book. Facing this empty and wild white world, Pink Panther drew the pen in his hand. He wanted to draw a wonderful comic book according to his own ideas, but everything was unexpected. Before Pink Panther turned around, the monster in the comic book broke out of the wall. Looking at this self-deprecating thing, Pink Panther was a little confused. Suddenly, a strange excitement appeared. He didn't care about Pink Panther's surprise. He rushed into the city and started to destroy it. Pink Panther, who was scared and trembling, suddenly understood. Hey, we have 2B in our hands. It's not up to us to draw what we want. Pink Panther, who thought clearly, rushed towards the monster. At this time, the monster had let go of itself. Due to the lack of control, the city became a monster playground. This guy was in a state of panic in the city. When he was tired, he sat down and rested. Coincidentally, a cucumber truck drove by. When the driver saw the monster's self-deprecating face, he was almost scared to death. He got off the car and ran away. The monster didn't chase him. He picked up the cucumber truck on the ground. He was able to eat it. When he was so leisurely, Pink Panther came. Seeing that the monster was so rampant, Pink Panther almost had a cerebral hemorrhage. He picked up the eraser and wiped it. It was a meal. The monster was eating cucumber. The pain was so painful that it was about to speak. Good guy. Pink Panther wiped half of his feet. The monster couldn't stand it. Pink Panther, who thought the pen was in his hand, wanted to be arrogant. Until the next moment, the monster's fingers reached out. In this way, Pink Panther was blown into the air. But Pink Panther reacted at random. With the pen in his hand, Pink Panther turned himself into a Superman. Although a little thin, but not a big problem. When the monster was about to continue eating the cucumber, Pink Panther, who rushed in, turned the cucumber into a stinky sock. Good guy. The stinky sock that hadn't been washed in the past 2 years almost made the monster vomit. The monster was angry. Pink Panther had the pen in his hand, extremely leisurely. Seeing that the monster rushed over, Pink Panther drew a big door slowly. He dug in. Facing the monster chasing him, Pink Panther drew a small ugly face for him directly. Pink Panther, who had the pen in his hand, is now quite arrogant. In the world of comics, having a pen is equivalent to opening a hanger. He dug out from behind the monster. He put a mirror on the ground. When he saw what he looked like now, the monster couldn't stand it either. My God, who is this ugly guy? Facing his own Pink Panther, the monster was about to explode. Seeing that, the Pink Panther was about to run away. The monster chased after him without thinking. But things started to go wrong. He chased from Yang High School to Dishway City. The ice-slippery monster couldn't even stop the car. He got stuck in a snow pile. Of course, the one who made all this happen was Pink Panther. He changed the 1,000-mile ice wind into scorching sun. How could a monster frozen to snow bear this? He was sunburned before he could speak. The new monster couldn't stand the scorching sun. When he was sweating, Pink Panther appeared in the air again. Kind Pink Panther 6. He gave the monster a cup of water in time. The monster didn't have time to thank him. The Pink Panther disappeared again. He kept changing the picture. I knew he wasn't so kind. He turned the land into the ocean. The monster hadn't reacted yet. He fell into the sea in an instant. The monster didn't care about him. Pink Panther's next move was even more cunning. He drew a rope and pulled it gently. There was a whirlpool all over the sea. Good job. He opened the city's drain. It's not that easy to deal with a monster that can't be disposed of. He used all his strength to climb out of the water. He hadn't even stood up yet. Pink Panther 6 followed up again. He had a painting in his hand. Pink Panther gave the monster a slap until the monster appeared again. The monster waist turned into a cupcake by Pink Panther. The monster wanted to get angry, but he couldn't. The monster fell to the ground. Pink Panther was so cruel. He rushed back to the ground. He prepared a baby car for the monster. He was so humiliated. The monster screamed. His roar shook the ground. He even broke through the paper. He broke through the roof of Pink Panther's house. It's not over yet. With this power, the picture was blown up. It drifted straight to Mr. Bay's bookstore. It seemed to hint at something. Speaking of Pink Panther 6 in the comic world, he was stunned by the roar. When he got up, he found the monster had regained its enormous size again. He held his superhuman equipment in his hand. He watched his superhuman equipment be torn apart by the monster. Pink Panther had no choice. The monster was so humiliated that he was so angry. With a flash of light flashing in the monster's hand, he summoned a mysterious monster helper. Pink Panther was a little panicked, but so far, Mr. 6 calmed down slowly. He looked at the brush in his hand and looked at the arrogant monster. Pink Panther had a brush in his hand in the monster's unconfident eyes. He may have learned a few tricks from Monkey. The brush was flashed by Mr. 6's brush. After 3 or 2 solutions, Pink Panther's opponent was the lonely monster. In the ruins of the city, they became each other's ultimate opponents. Pink Panther didn't back down. He won. The monster rushed up with the vibration of the picture book. One day, a fan with an empty head saw a little boy drinking a drink. Thirsty, he magically made the same drink and was about to take it. The drink was stolen by the little boy. The magician Lin Gay suddenly saw a drink shop and decided to spend money to buy it. But the little fan didn't know that the boss of the shop was a patient with acute obsessive-compulsive disorder. Just like the long-eyed bubble, the staff under his hand were shivering every day. It's not easy to set up a good dog food. The boss went up for a checkup and made an exaggerated request. For the 800 wen salary of the little boy, he could only change it according to the boss's request. This sudden doorbell gave the little boy a kick. The boss saw this disloyal employee and had no choice but to turn around to find the culprit. It turned out to be a little fan. Thirsty little fan found the drink machine and came to the front in a hurry. When he took the paper cup, it was all broken. The boss took the opportunity to come over and put the paper cup in order. The little fan asked if he wanted to continue, and he saw the boss's signal. Without further ado, he started his performance. The boss of the show was dizzy. In the end, he was finally out of danger. Just when the boss thought he could relax, an accident happened. The juice spilled to the ground. The boss was so angry that his face turned green and turned into a cleaner. After a professional operation, he saw his handsome big nose. When he saw the little fan coming over to join in the fun, he raised his head and ran away. The drink washed his hair. This broke the boss's whole body. Before the boss wiped his head, he saw the little fan running to pick up the drink. There was already a psychological shadow of the boss. In a hurry to stop him, no matter what, the little fan said he did not agree to pick up the drink. At this time, the business phone rang. The boss hesitated for a second and decided to pick up the phone, but when he left, he warned the little fan. "Stand still, I'll stare at you with my eyes." The little fan was going to pick up the drink quietly and run away, but the machine broke. The little fan took out his 30-year-old surgery. Finally, he was out of danger. He carried 15 cups of drink and was ready to run away. He was found by the boss, who had just finished the phone call. He saw dirt everywhere on the ground. The boss was so angry that he grabbed the drink as soon as he went up. As a result, the little body could not stand it at all. He slipped to the side of the shelf with oil on his feet. The boss, who had relaxed, accidentally picked up a can. This is terrible. He made a chain reaction. He knocked down the can of dog food that Xiao Kai had just set up. He was pressed down. There was another drink wash. In order to prevent another drink wash, the boss blacked out the little fan, but he saw the sincere eyes of the little fan. The boss was soft-hearted and decided to fight in person. He wanted to show off his operation. As a result, the machine did not cooperate at all. He even spat at the boss. The boss was angry. He picked up the machine as soon as he got excited. The drink rushed the boss away like a big wave. Coincidentally, it broke. The dog food can that Xiao Kai had just set up for the third time. He said, "I quit. Go to your grandma's leg." The boss saw that the situation was not good. He hurried to get the equipment. On the way, he found that the goods had fallen. He turned around to assist. As a result, he was delayed. He was rushed away by the big wave again. The little fan also found that he could not stop it. He decided to save himself. In the meantime, he was going to burn Xiao Kai and the boss. As a result, the boss did not want to die. He also had to toss the goods. The helpless little fan soaked the boss. He ran away with Xiao Kai. The boss saw his shop become like this. He cried sadly. The little fan saw the boss crying. He decided to help him. He found a faucet. He installed it at the door of the shop. Xiao Kai made drinks and sold them to customers. Money is really a good thing. The boss saw money. Suddenly, he was in a good mood. But the mood was only for 3 seconds. He saw that there was dirt all over the ground. He turned into a cleaner again. He looked at the little fan and shook his head. "Is there such a person around you?"